Hey, welcome everyone. I'm William Freeman. I'm the Technical Technology Product Manager here at APH, and I'm here today to talk about the next update for the Mantis and Chameleon. This is the 2.0 update. This is a very exciting update. People are writing in, calling in all the time to ask about this. When's it coming out? When's it coming out? Well, here it is. It's out, the 2.0 update for the Mantis and Chameleon. I'll start by reminding folks, update your units. It's very important that you take the time to update your units. Check out the release notes page for instructions. We've got multiple different ways you can update your unit, either automatically or slightly manually or full on manually. So there's all sorts of different ways you can update your unit. So make sure you're taking advantage of that and taking advantage of all the cool things we're bringing to these devices based on your feedback. So this update is for both the Mantis and the Chameleon. Some of the features are going to be Chameleon only. So we'll start with those Chameleon only features. And first up is text-to-speech. Text-to-speech is coming to your Chameleon devices. And there's a lot of different ways, just like the Chameleon itself, how you can customize your Chameleon, you can customize your text-to-speech and use it in the way that benefits you the most. I'm going to try to demonstrate the features while I talk about them. And first up is the read all command. The read all command is space plus G, so the Braille letter G, and I'll press it now.
All editor, when changing the state of show text editor indicators, the right info is displayed on the Braille.
So there it is, it's reading some release notes that we had related to this update. And that's just one way you can interact with it. There's other options. So another option is read text after pan. So as you pan, which I'll do now,
Changing the state
it will read the line of Braille that's on the Chameleon.
of show text editor.
And so it's just reading as we go. It's also got read as you type, so I can just put the cursor, and this will read either letters, words, or both. So I'll go ahead and type A.
L.
So A-L-L, and as I typed it, it said it. Now I press space to complete the word, and it'll read the word.
All.
And it read all. And so that's a neat feature. It'll help as you're typing Braille, as you're learning contractions. One of my favorite features is read text under cursor. So even if you don't really think you'll benefit from all these other ways of using text-to-speech, with read text under cursor, especially if you're learning Braille, if you come across a word or a contraction that you're not familiar with, you can just use the cursor routing key and put it over that word. Press the cursor routing key, and then it will read that word to you. So I just put the cursor over the word text, and then it read that to me.
Text.
And so as you're learning, come across an unfamiliar word, use that feature to learn how to pronounce that word. It's great because we're using the acapella speech engine, and it does a really great job reading back words the proper way they're meant to be pronounced. You don't get that kind of mispronunciation that can happen sometimes with digital speech. The next feature is a surprise feature. This is something folks didn't know was going to be included in this update, and we're really excited to bring it to you, and that is audio support. So we've got text-to-speech. That's a type of audio, taking text, turning it into speech. Well, with this audio support, we're going to be able to play back audio files, so unprotected DAISY files. So if you have unprotected DAISY files, you can put those on your device, and then you can play them. And there's lots of ways you can interact. You can rewind, you can fast forward, you can speed up, you can slow down, all the things you would expect with audio support on a device like the Chameleon. Now we'll get to the features that are available for both devices. The most exciting one of those is the quick switch for the terminal. This is something folks have really been asking for. And with this feature, you can be on the device, so the Mantis or the Chameleon, connected to an external device, so like an iPad, an iPhone, a computer, whatever it might be, and then you can just use this command, so it's the home button plus the next button, or the home button plus the previous button to jump to another device. So you're connected to your tablet, you use this command, now you're connected to your computer. No longer do you have to go back to local mode, find the other device in your list of devices, connect to it, wait for it to connect. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you can just use this one button, this one hotkey to switch between multiple devices. The other feature that we've been asked a lot about, and that's in this update, is the Braille Editor. If you're in school and you're learning Braille, you've got a Braille class, and you're having to create and work with Braille files a lot, This feature is really going to help. You can open the file in it, and then rather than back translate it into print and then saving as print, it keeps it as Braille and you can edit it as Braille. This will also be beneficial if you work with Braille for your job. Like a lot of folks that requested this feature worked for Braille printing houses throughout the country and throughout the world, and they really wanted to be able to work with their Braille files without getting them back translated. We understand how important Braille is and how you would want to maintain the integrity of that file, and that's what this feature does. On the Chameleon, you'll use your Perkins keyboard. On your Mantis, you'll use SDF JKL while working with Braille files. So there's a ton of features and fixes in this update. The 2.0 update is a big update. We put a ton of work into it. I want to thank our beta team for all of their help testing this update. We're so excited to bring it to you. Can't wait for you to check it out. Can't wait to hear your feedback. And as always, Braille is special, but it doesn't have to be rare. Thanks.